Hey everyone, welcome to CeriseFairfax.com. Look who I have here with me today. Greg, all the way from America, but now in the Dominican, full-time, living here, owns a business and everything, and I can't wait to share his awesome story with you guys. All right, so Greg, go ahead, tell the people what brought you here in the first place.
Well, I was working in New York. I actually had my own company. And I just got tired of the hustle and bustle, the non-stop. And I decided to come here. I fell in love with the country and decided to come here and found it more relaxed, more freedom as well.
More freedom?
Yes.
Okay, what do you mean by freedom?
Just not tied down to any schedule, any situation. You know, I can move on as much as I want, do different things that I want. You know.
When you say...
What's up, brother?
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing,
I'm
brother?
good. I'm serious. Wait, you're the reason why I even met him.
Exactly.
I'm interviewing him. Yes.
How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Come on over and say hi to the camera.
All right.
I can always edit it. Here you go.
What's happening, y'all? Taylor Make Dreams. Make sure you like and subscribe. Taylor Make Dreams.
And I just saw Mr. T up there too.
I just passed him by also.
And I met him through Mr. T. So
right.
isn't this
How
like
you doing?
all synchronicity happening?
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
What's your name?
Cerise.
Cerise.
I am
Oh
Cerise.
my God.
Came right away and said, I saw the interview with you. I was like,
You've been hiding from. You know you've been hiding
No,
from.
I haven't.
You haven't?
You've been hiding from me.
Listen, we got to get together.
Here, look, people, look. He's been hiding from me.
I have not been hiding. What time you want to meet this evening? I got
This
plenty
evening
time.
I'm writing. I'm not going to be out this evening. But tomorrow, you have all kinds of parties coming up anyway.
Yeah, I won't be able to do anything probably till Monday.
All right, Monday's good. I'm cool.
Monday's cool?
Yeah, yeah.
All
I'm
right,
here
you
until
tell-
Tuesday and then Plata Porta after.
You got my
Puerto
number?
Plata.
You got my number? Tell me your time.
what's the flyers?
So these guys run parties and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
And me and Greg, one of the flip-flops about to hook up, start doing yacht parties every second month. So me and this brother gonna get together, we're gonna make things happen.
All right. And we'll
We
do...
headed to the beach, we're doing a commercial real quick.
I'll catch up with you later.
All right.
All right.
Good,
See you later.
Bye, Cerise.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye, Russell.
See how that works. You never know who you're going to see.
I know. It's good. Okay, we'll get an interview on Monday.
Yes, yes.
All right. That was so cool. You see what goes on in the Dominican. There we go. Action already.
So what happens?
You see? And Greg is a very popular guy because you're right here on the strip.
On the strip, and I've done events and I've done events, parties, hosted different things for the past 8 years. So
8 years.
a lot of people know me and they come to my restaurant, come to the bar. Some people ask me to throw them private parties, or basically if they come down, they want to make sure they're, you know, a lot of people think it's a dangerous country. Which
Right. No, it's
but
not.
some people think it is, so they want a little bit of help here and there on their vacation. You know, and I give guidance because I know a lot of people, a lot of locals as well.
Right.
And I make sure, you know, the trip is enjoyable. No problems, no issues.
Right. Okay. Now, and I want to get back to the boat parties
Yes.
and everything of that nature because you do a whole slew of things here. And
I've done events with artists, I've done parties, I've had athletes down here, done all types of things.
Wow.
I've been involved in a lot of different aspects of entertainment here. I actually have my own promotions company, 718, and I've had that for about 6 years now. That actually led me to do so many different businesses in this country.
so, Savoyne, you said? What is that?
718.
Seven Winning.
In Spanish, Siete Uno.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you created that business.
That's my company. That's the area code from New York, the old area code from New York.
Oh.
And I took that and I started promotions. I helped build bars. I helped build businesses. I helped do events and parties. And just random. I actually have my hand in random businesses. People
Right.
ask me to help with promotions and marketing with their business.
Awesome. So if someone wants to come down here, they can just hit you up on WhatsApp. Do you mind giving out your WhatsApp
Not a
number?
problem. It's 1-829-923-7437. That's my
Okay.
personal WhatsApp.
Okay, and we're going to repeat that at the end of this video as well too if you didn't catch that.
And I can give you my Instagram as well.
Instagram.
Gregorio, Gregorio.7.1.8.
And that's the area code as well?
Yes, that's 718 is my company, and the area code is New York.
Awesome. Oh, I like that uniform. It's so important to keep it uniform, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so let's get back now to when you first came to the Dominican, and you were telling me earlier, your second time ever traveling.
I didn't get my passport till I was 29 years old, about 29. I went to the Bahamas with my family, my mother and my sister. And then 2 weeks later, I was scheduled to come to Dominican Republic. I came out, just partying, young, enjoying myself, second time out of the country, just loving the atmosphere. I had no plans of coming down here full time. Started coming back, I think I came back 6 months later, and then every couple months after that, and I just fell in love with the country.
And that's awesome. And who did you come with when you came?
My first trip was with my cousin, actually 2 of my cousins.
Okay.
We came there were probably about 20 of us. They're actually here now. It's an annual Memorial Weekend trip we do. I came down with those guys, and then I just kept coming back.
And this is the annual time right now?
Yes, it started on the 18th, which was made 11 years I've been coming in.
Wow.
On the 18th. And then I've been coming back ever since.
That's amazing. And they're here now. See?
They're actually here right now, yes.
That's amazing. And so what did they think about you moving here?
Oh, my cousin harassed me all the time. He goes, man, the family asked, what did you do? Why is he down there? Why did he not come back? I said, so he always harassed me, but it's all love. My family comes to visit me, my friends come to visit me, so it's not much I have to worry about as far as my family and friends not coming down. They come down all the time.
Right. And it's really not that far away from America either.
We're talking about a 3-hour ride, 3.5-hour ride.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so you came 6 months later. Who did you come with?
Actually, my cousin again.
Okay.
One of our cousins wanted to come down, so we used that as an excuse to come back with him. Which was hilarious because none of us had a flight, but he said, "Hey, I'm booked to go. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
We're gonna go with you." And we just came back with him.
That's awesome. That's how you know you got the bug, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was our excuse. Then I came back by myself about another 4 months later.
Oh.
Just hanging on the beach, partying, just just on vacation,
And you were 29 at the time.
At the time, I was 29.
Serious? That's a big thing to do. A big people thing to do at a young age.
I've gotten up and moved around a lot. I've never conformed to the status quo. I've had my own company. I've been vice president of another company. I've always done my own thing.
And all this at a young age, and then, so that was, you came with 20 people, then came with your 2 cousins 6 months later, 4 months later, you came by yourself. What happened after that?
I was here pretty much every 3 months by myself.
Wow.
I didn't know anybody, it was just me. I would meet locals, hang out, a couple people here and there I would bump into, and then I started meeting more and more people.
Now this was pretty much before Airbnb was big.
Way before.
Right.
Airbnb exists back then.
Right.
Not exist.
So you just came in, did you stay in private homes at any time, or did you just always do hotels?
No, at the time, my first, I want to say 15 trips, I stayed in one hotel at the other side of the street, Village Chelsea. That was the first hotel I ever stayed at, and I just got comfortable.
Right, first 15 trips.
Yes, first 15 trips.
15. He says that's so easy, guys.
I was here a lot. So.
Yeah. And so finally you said, okay, I'm going to move. Did you do the whole immigration thing?
No, I'm actually in the process of doing my residency now. I actually with my lawyer the other day. It's not a fast process, but it's not that difficult, but it takes a little bit of time, some paperwork needs to be done.
Okay.
So I'm working through all that process now.
Okay, perfect. And once you actually become a resident here, do you get a dual citizenship? So you're still American?
I'm still American. I still have my American citizenship. But you get dual citizenship. You get an ID, cedula. You also get a passport. If
you get a what?
Cedula. That's a Dominican ID.
Okay.
That's what they call it, cedula.
Cedula?
Cedula.
Cedula.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you get a passport as well, and you get dual citizenship.
Okay. Now, I asked you earlier if you understood, if you spoke Spanish before, and you said you understood it.
I understood it basically perfectly because I grew up around a lot of Puerto Ricans and Colombians.
Okay.
Coming here, my pronunciation wasn't that great, but it got better as time went on.
Okay. And now, do you speak it?
Yes.
fluently, pretty much. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And it helps with business. And I travel to different parts of the country a lot. As I told you before, I have 2 sons here, so I'm in other parts of the country where no one speaks English.
Oh.
So I kind of have to communicate.
Right.
And I go hang out with the locals a lot. I go to the clubs, the bars with the locals. So it's easier to have a better time communicating with everybody.
Right. And if you don't speak Spanish and you're just learning how to communicate, they're pretty understanding, right? Because it is...
For the most part, you'll find a lot of people, like Albert, like some people speak it and understand it, and then some people understand, but they don't speak it.
Okay.
A lot of people, just from being around certain tourists, will be able to understand the English language. Or hearing music, well, they understand certain words, but they want me to put it together as well.
Okay.
But you can communicate, but not perfectly.
Right. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Now, I'm in business, and like, I know from Toronto, being in business, it's not the easiest thing to do, you know. And a lot of people, they're like thinking, oh, I'm going to go down to the Dominican, I'm going to open up a business and make money from tourists. It's not that easy, is it?
No.
Right.
This has been about 8 years now I've been doing business down here. But as I said, I started with marketing and promotions, which led me to other things. Now, with the marketing and promotions, as you said, a lot of people feel they can just, not even just Dominican Republic, any country, and open a business up, but you have to know what you're doing. You can just say, I'm open that, whatever happens, happens. That's not how it works for you. You have to know your clients, know who's coming out. Like, this is tourism, this area is tourism.
Right.
And I also have locals that come. And I also have people, expats that live here that also come as well. So I don't depend on just one person. And that's what happens a lot of time. People open businesses and don't know their dynamic. Don't know the logistics of where they're opening the business, which is also what I do as well. I help people start their businesses. That's one of the parts of my company. I've helped a lot. I've helped so far in the past 3 years. We have started about 7 businesses in this country, not just Sosua, all over the Dominican Republic.
Fascinating. That's very good. I'm going to set my son up with you. He wants to come down. He's 23, so he's probably going to follow the same.
You have to know what you're doing. You have to have plan.
Right.
That's basically it. Knowing what you're doing and knowing the area, the logistics, the dynamic of who you're going to. Because you can say, let me open up a pizza restaurant across the street. Knowing that area may not be pizza.
Right.
So you'll be wasting your time.
Exactly.
It all depends on the area.
Right. Just like you said, logistics, it's so important.
Very important.
And to know the clientele. And yeah, like with myself, I know I could come down. I'm doing business while I'm here, talking to clients on the phone. But that's because the nature of my business.
Yes.
But it's not something that everyone can do.
Not at all.
And when they come down here, I'm looking at businesses down here. They're building something on the beach right now with bricks.
Building something everywhere, all the time. That's something that happens, especially this town. Something's always being built.
Okay, and then it doesn't necessarily stay, like you said.
It's just part of, you have 2 types of people sometimes. You have people with money and no plan, and plan with no money. The idea is to link those 2 people together, one with the plans and the money. This way everything works and functions. But some people, I've actually seen, I'll tell you a quick story. San Pedro. I was out there visiting some friends, and on the Malecon, everybody hangs out on the mountain. You may have about 1,000 people on the team, and it's kind of dirty. The area's a little dirty, it's not that nice an area, but everybody's on the mountain.
What's a Malecon?
It's where along the water.
Okay.
But you look across the street, there's this beautiful disco sitting there empty. Like literally 50 yards away.
What?
So I go across the street and I said, let me see what's going on over here. Why is this place that is so beautiful empty?
Right.
I met the owner, we talked. I said, what's going on? He goes, I don't know. I opened this place, I made it nice, and no one came. Now I've done bars for Dominicans, so I've done local bars as well. I know it's a way you have to go about opening a business, even for the locals.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
Right.
So we talked, and I said, listen, I can help you out. And we ended up, because literally it made no sense. There were 1,000 people across the street.
Right. At
this little rundown bar. It's a local bar, but it's run down. It's the place you go get a beer.
Right.
There's 1,000 people over there.
Wow.
And this guy has a beautiful location. You're looking at it, and no one goes.
And it's not like he was charging $10 more. Oh my!
It was the same price. It's AC, beautiful.
Right.
And I asked a couple people. I said, "Why didn't you go with it?" I don't know.
Right.
He just opened it. He had the money to open it, but had no real idea how to get it going.
So he would be one out of the 2 people, someone with the money and not any idea.
No plan.
No plan.
And I Bags is beautiful. One of the nicer spots I've seen in this country. Put a
Wow.
lot of effort into it. It's just he didn't know how to get clients and stuff.
Right. So now what happened?
Well, we ended up working together. As of, we've been doing business now for about 7 months now, and he's been doing much better.
Oh, awesome.
He just needed more promotion and marketing because I went out that night, as a matter of fact, to a bunch of spots, and I asked him, why don't you go there? And no one knew. He goes, you've seen it, but we don't know. That's kind of how it happens around here. You see something, but why do I want to go there?
That's interesting. I'm from the hood. It's called Regent Park, the biggest hood in Toronto.
Okay.
Like the biggest hood, right? And I see that a lot as well. You know, there'll be a nice spot, you know, and they'll have like deals. You walk down the street and the sign says $2 shooters, and meanwhile the main bar in the hood is like, you know, $4. But they don't go to their comfort zone.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like you're not afraid, but you're afraid of change.
Right.
You may look at a location and say, that place costs more. I'm going to go to the spot I know what this costs. And in reality, you said it's cheaper.
Right.
You don't know because you didn't bother to inside.
That's right.
That's
Yep. And maybe they don't want to ask the price. I'll ask the price everywhere I go just to ask.
Understood.
Right. You know. But you're right. So it is the kind of mentality of the people in comfort zone. Yeah. So with that being said, now that you're at the Flip Flop Bar, and I'm going to do a whole bunch of pictures and videos afterwards and everything. Flip Flop Sports Bar was the first place you opened.
Yes, Flip Flop Sports Bar, Flip Flop Taco Shop.
Now, right now we are right here at the taco shop, and I'm just going to show you guys across there quickly. Right over there is the sports bar, and I'm going to give you guys my son. I should show you the WhatsApp message because I WhatsApped him and I was showing him the video and everything while I was here the other night watching the game.
Okay.
He was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks like home."
That's what we tried to make the
Yeah.
real sports bar. You can come and watch the game. The ambiance good, the drinks are good, the food is good.
Yeah.
That's what I try to provide.
Yeah, and you do.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I feel just like I'm at
That's
home.
what we try to create.
There, yeah.
Yes.
And when I mean home, I mean comfortable at home, but also it gives me the feeling of being in Toronto, right? Because you have the TVs, and they look like I'm sitting in
That's what we
Mickey
focused on.
Finn's.
Yeah, one thing that was missing here was a sports bar, a real sports bar.
Right.
You have everywhere has a TV, but it's not that ambiance. And some guys who just want to watch sports,
Right.
and get a drink.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
Yeah, and I love sports. All my fans know it.
I know. I saw you the other night.
Yeah, football's my favorite, but you know, I got to tell you, when I was there, I loved it. So, anything that you want to add that I'm missing about anything? So, like you've been coming for 11 years.
11 years now, yes.
Living here pretty much 8 years now.
7 or 8.
7 or 8 years. That's amazing. Okay, and anything you want to add about anything at all? Any events coming up?
Well, yes, this is Memorial Weekend right now.
Okay.
As Taylor has said, we have boat parties, beach parties this weekend. Him and myself are going to start doing boat parties every 2 months.
Okay.
All right, with people from locals, YouTube, we got a lot of guys coming down. And myself, I'll be doing events occasionally. I mean, I do pretty much an event once a month, whether it be a small party, an event at the bar. I also have the beach bar, number 38 in Sosua Beach. But I've done a lot of beach parties lately just to get that place going.
Nice.
It's kind of small, but you know, we still do the food here, the same drinks down there.
Great.
You know, we got the boat, so we do the boat parties and stuff like that.
What? Okay, I'm totally going to digress for a second.
No problem.
I know you're a busy guy. I don't want to take up all your time. But what would you, if someone wants to have a wedding, right? Like they're just like, I want to go get married in the Dominican. They're going to bring a boatload of people or whatever. Can they contact you for that as well, and you can help them plan a wedding? And okay, so any special event.
I do a lot of planning for people down here. Like I said, for the most part, I speak to a lot of guys who have never been here before. Their friends may recommend it. They say, go holler at Greg if you need something. We have rental cars. I pretty much have my hands in a lot of different businesses. Perfect. And rental cars, boats. We have security as well. Some people actually want security with them.
Oh, yeah?
Like I said, some people are just afraid.
For sure.
What they hear about the country. It's a very safe country.
Yeah, it is.
But you hear, especially when you're in the resort, they tell you, don't go outside. Don't go outside. It's a very safe place.
Yeah.
But some people just are worried, so those people might want security with them. Just someone to tag along,
Yeah.
so there's no issues. But yes, for all events, weddings, I haven't done a wedding yet, but I helped someone plan one on the beach. At a whole beach event there. I helped that, and I've done so many events there. I help people plan bachelor parties, regular parties.
Nice.
I did a divorce party.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
I don't blame them, right?
They really wanted a nice
Unhappy
real
marriage.
divorce weekend.
Right.
Yeah, so I think you definitely take my information and contact me. I have no problem.
Okay, awesome. And I just want to get back to the security guard, and also it's so safe here. I was doing all my research before I came. I was looking for knives, guns, the average stuff that I'm used to in Toronto.
Gotcha.
Okay, pickpocketing is the worst that I heard here.
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
who's not going to watch their purse? Who's not going to watch? Like, if someone's not watching their bag and they just lay it down on the beach or something, that's up to them. That's on them.
Reality.
They should not say that it has something to do with crime in Dominican Republic. They come here and lose their mind, and they don't behave the same way they do at home. That's on them, straight up.
reality.
So, and I find here that there is absolutely, like, the guys aren't over the top. The women are very friendly. It's not this cattiness or anything of that nature. Right. And the other day, my motor concho guy drove me to his place, and he left me there at his sister's place, and he left and went shopping for his sister. And I stayed right there, drank a beer.
My mother came down here. She came with the locals.
Right.
Church ladies kidnapped her, took her to church. It's a very family-oriented and friendly country.
Right.
As everywhere, you have bad people.
Right.
But you don't run into that. We have your hustlers here and there, but for the most part, it's a very nice country, very beautiful country, and very beautiful people.
Yes,
You know,
that's right.
They're willing to treat you like family.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
This is one of the few places I can say I've been at places where you're eating. You know, someone cooks up a meal, you sit down and eat, and they'll go get the guy on the corner. They don't even know him. Are you hungry? Come inside, get a plate. And you're sitting at the table. People you don't even know. They don't even know. But just because they have food and he's hungry, let's feed him.
Wow.
You don't see that many places, especially not in the States.
No.
North America much too often.
Right.
So that is something very different I had to get used to. Where if I eat, we all eat. You know,
Okay.
I appreciate that about people.
Yeah, right. It's respect, humanitarian respect and everything. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll close off, and with your number again, and also your Instagram again.
Okay, my number on WhatsApp is 1-829-923-7437. And the Instagram is Gregorio. That's GREGORIO.7.1.8.
Okay. And don't forget those dots, people.
Yes, 7.1.8.
That's right. But Gregorio is Spanish for Gregory?
Yes, that's what everybody calls me. So I just
That's sweet. See, look it right here, guys.
Yes.
We have an action and also live. Now, is there just one more thing that you can tell them about exactly where they can find it? Is there an address here?
Okay, this is 2 Duarte Street, but for anybody in Sosua, if you're heading down to PLAYA Sosua, it's the entrance to the beach. You have to pass my location before you even go down, we call it the gauntlet, down the gauntlet to the beach.
Okay, and I'm going to take a video of that right when we're done here. I'm going to go over there to
And you can
the
follow the
sports
yellow
bar.
brick road.
Yeah.
Yellow steps.
Yes, and I'll show them the yellow steps. That's sweet. Well, thank you very much for letting me interview you. This was a pleasure. This is going to be up tomorrow. Okay? And if the microphone and everything worked out right. If not, then everyone, don't worry. I'm going to stalk you before I leave and get you back on cam again. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.